After spending what feels like an eternity in Sun City, the press pack was finally able to break out and fly south for Cape Town to watch England's second group match against Algeria. The V&A waterfront, Robben Island and the iconic Table Mountain are just some of the wonderful things to see here in South Africa's party town. But instead, we went out to the nearby suburb of Fishhook for a charity match between a side from the nearby township of Masifumeli and a side made up of travelling England fans. Played out in front of a fiercely partisan crowd, Masifumeli won the match 1-0, but the result wasn't important. Earlier in the day, fans had helped build a creche in the township and donated football shirts and over £8,000 towards the building of a school, something comedian and football fan David Baddiel was happy to be part of.
Yeah, to be honest, my brother got me out here. My brother phoned me and said, listen, can you and Frank come down to the thing that Thompson Sport are organising, whereby a whole package of people they're bringing to the World Cup are going to turn up in a township outside of Cape Town, play a football match, and the football match will raise money for the local creche, for the local school, for building pitches here. And I thought, well, that sounds like a good idea. And also, they flown my brother out to the World Cup, and he really wanted that. So I said, well, I'll do you a favour and I'll do a good cause at the same time.
The match was just one way that the World Cup has benefited South Africa, and Baddiel believes the tournament can help make a real difference.
Well, I've been out here for a week. I went to the opening game, which I thought was inspiring. I mean, not the game. Well, the game was pretty good. Actually, it's probably one of the best games so far. But I thought the ceremony was incredibly inspiring. I just thought it felt like the first World Cup I've been to, and I've been to a few, where the country was just really genuinely excited to have this tournament here. And that, you know, just people... it's a difficult country, it's a challenging country, and I think if there's something that can generally unite it and bring, positivity to it, then that's a brilliant thing.
He also stuck up for the controversial vuvuzelas, which have drawn much criticism from those watching on television.
If you're at the ground, I think it's quite hard if you're on TV, but if you're at the ground, it's not, that people say there's no ebb and flow with the vuvuzelas. That's on telly. When you're at the ground, they do actually go down and go up, and, there's a lot of variety in the vuvuzela. So I like it, and I'm looking forward to what we provide in 2018 as our mark of English culture.
But would the famous Chelsea fan like to hear them at Stamford Bridge?
I wouldn't particularly welcome vuvuzelas at Stamford Bridge unless he turns out to be a brilliant African player that we've bought for a lot of money.